Family, welcome to the Fantasy with SJT. If this is your first time tuning in and you guys do not know who we are, I am John, main man in the middle, Twan, and to my far right, Mr. Sean P. We are the Fantasy with SJT. And if you have not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure y'all do that. Subscribe to ItsNation TV. Also, our new YouTube channel, The Fantasy with SJT. Make sure you guys subscribe to both of those. Hit that like button. Hit that notification bell so you guys can get all the updates once we go live. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section as we go along in our show. Or if you got any other questions after the show, hit us up in the DM on our IG, The Fantasy with SJT. Once again, The Fantasy with SJT. And show some love, all right? But we'll start off first with our matchups. We're going to do the matchups, or we just going right into the rankings?
We doing the matchups, man.
All right, let's get into the matchups.
I'm over fantasy football. Why are we still doing this? Yeah. All right, man. Y'all already know if you've been tuning in, you know it's been a sad season for me. It's been a wild roller coaster with all these, I'm not even going to say injuries, but yeah, injuries. But yeah, Jalen Hurts let me down. No. After talking all that shit last week, 3 rushing touchdowns.
I didn't know that you only lost by 5.
5 and 6.7 from my quarterback and 3.5 from my best player. Yeah, But yeah, so Jalen Hurts came in there, 6.7. I don't know what was going on. The New York Giants looked like the Patriots 2 years ago, the #1 defense. I don't know what was going on. Like, he couldn't do nothing. Like, couldn't run the ball, couldn't throw the ball. Like, they had his number. Then he got hurt at the end of the game, came out. So it was just bad there. Overall, it was a terrible week for me. Christian McCaffrey goes down with an ankle injury, misses the whole second half. What's the guy, Jones? What's his first name?
Tony Jones.
Tony Jones.
Man, I told you not to start.
You started.
I don't know why. I mean, I'm just throwing anyone in there this week. You know what I mean?
Gambling.
I mean, it could have. Like, I thought he was going to at least get a goal-to-goal attempt. He got none of that. Like, the Saints got shut down. They couldn't do nothing on the ground.
I don't know who was
nothing in the air. That's why Trevor Siemian. Who said Trevor Siemian? Who said something good about Trevor Siemian last week? What are you? Trevor Siemian is garbage. That's why they're starting Taysom Hill now. But yeah, like I said, it's been overall just a terrible season for me. But yeah, Keenan Allen came through like always. I mean, Keenan Allen's been solid, but Adam Thielen's the only guy that's been like consistent for me
every week.
Oh, he only has 62 yards, but he knows how to find the end zone. 2 tugs, 7 targets. He gets like 9 targets a game. He's still coming into the season. Everyone try to write Adam Thielen off like, nah, this is when Thielen goes down. No, he's still scoring touchdowns like every week. So Adam Thielen's my guy. I want to say this. I think he's my favorite wide receiver in the NFL. Adam Thielen's my favorite wide receiver in the league. Even though I love Terry McLaurin only because he's on my team, but Adam Thielen's my favorite receiver. Jared Cook, 9.5. Started Ty Johnson. He didn't do nothing. Philly's defense was okay. They've been okay this year. But shout out my opponent, CH. Good win. Good luck in the playoffs. Go win the championship. Just don't let this guy in the middle win the championship, and I'm good. That's it. Anyone else can win it. Anyone else can win it.
Except for me.
Except for this guy.
Everybody
I see him too much.
Yeah. This would not be good, bro.
But yeah, that was my matchup of the week. Like I said, I'm over fantasy football. I'm ready for next season. I'm ready for next season's draft. I'm done with this. I'm looking forward to next season.
We on Twan next? Yeah, we on to me, man.
I think we all lost this week, right?
Yeah, we all took L's.
Yeah, not good.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this shit. All right, so,
this was a shellacking. This was bad.
Oh, settle down.
Wait till you see mine.
Settle down, man. It happens, bro. But look, man. I mean, I'm gonna start it off by saying shout out to my opponent because he on Thanksgiving the kind of guy in the first half of the Thanksgiving game, I was like couldn't get a better half, and then Josh Allen just decided to beat Josh Allen, and then it was ugly out there. Tom just couldn't get it going. Who did they play? Who did Tom and them play again? Oh, they played Indy, man. It was the Fournette show, but we'll get into that in just a second.
It was the fucking.
We'll get that. We'll get into that in
down
just a
early.
second. We'll get into that in just a
Down
second.
early in that
But Tom didn't do what he was supposed to do against them. I mean, he threw a pick. You know, it just. I mean, you're gonna see how that game flow in. I wish it would have went the passing game. They still got the W, but they ran the ball for majority of the game. Jonathan Taylor was Jonathan Taylor. Solid game. I don't know what the coach was thinking. He finally decided to give him the ball at the end of the game. So, I mean, he still got his.
He scored a tug? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he scored a touchdown, man. He balled. I mean, 1683 the touchdown. He had
That's great.
14 receiving yards, I think. He finished with 97 total yards, 5.2 yards. I don't even want to see them stats. Anyway, as y'all know, I'm kind of down in the dumps right now. I lost my best player, like one of my best players this week. DeAndre Swift on Thanksgiving made it kind of like, you know, just a bittersweet day. Got to see my family, but lost part of my family right there. So, lost my man for about 2 to 3 weeks. Hopefully he's back in time to make something shake, but I don't. It's not looking promising right now. DJ Moore finally had a subpar game. Like, he didn't score a touchdown, but made up for it with the yards. I like what I saw from DJ Moore. I mean, even though they were down. Jacoby Myers had his highest receiving yardage game. I mean, yeah, Jacoby Myers is just a low floor type play. I don't want a 0, so I put him in. I know that he's not gonna give me a 0.
Yeah, at least give you 6.
Yeah,
6, 7.
Yeah, he's gonna give me 6 or 7 from that spot every week. Fryer move scored a garbage time touchdown. If it popped up on my phone, I was like, oh, bad. You know, check the score. Still it's getting dog. So I mean, it looked good though. It looked good because I threw a tight end in there and I didn't have Kelsey. So it was that. Kareem Hunt was on a snap count from what I read. The Kareem Hunt, he just
now him and Nick Chubb. Nobody got carries.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know what was going on.
What are you willing to give up? Value.
I don't know. We'll get into that later. We'll get into that later. What are you asking for? I mean, like, you gotta send a trade. But yeah, Kareem Hunt was on a snap count, so that's why he wasn't in on the last drive of the game when they were trailing. I don't understand. Snap count or not, it's the NFL. That guy needs to be in there. I had Chicago's defense versus Detroit. I felt like, they gave me 6, but I was anticipating more. My opponent's defense kind of went off on Sunday night. It was just bad all around. As you can see, everybody on his team put up double digits outside of David Montgomery and I think his tight end, who he rarely even cares about. So, I mean, my kicker even got hurt. So, I mean, I had Joey Sly out there.
Yeah, Sly out
there trying to run down something. I was like, damn, I can't even get extra points now. My team's going for it on 4th down because they have no kicking game.
We almost lost because of that. Washington almost lost because of that.
That was a dub.
Those
are the ones you got to win in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man, that's my week, man. If I make the playoffs, I'm like, just like last year, man, I'm like trudging in there. Like, I'm like, I'm in there. I'm there. It's me. Hey, guys. As long as I get on the bus, I'm good. But outside of that, my prospects don't look promising moving forward. I'm kind of done with fantasy too. Fuck this shit.
Really? Because of the Swift?
Bro, yes. It's big. You want to know? It's big because of this. I would have had Swift this week. I would have a better chance of winning. I still have a chance to win this week because
you got a lot of buys this week.
They're gonna bump up Mark Ingram in the second, but
Kamara out.
They say he's limited practice, but Ingram they're saying he's expected to get like a sizable workload this week. And then I'm supposed to have Swift this week and Swift next week, but I'm not gonna have Swift next week probably. And Jonathan Taylor's on a bye next week, so it's 2 of my best players out. It's kind of,
and you really can't afford to take it.
Yeah, say I take an L this week, like, and then somebody just decides to put up 180, and then like I'm looking at points, like, oh God, like I really might not get in. But I mean,
somebody putting up 180 is not likely. Not saying it's impossible. You're talking about one team putting up 180 in 1 week. I'm not saying it's impossible, but that's not.
You just got to.
I'm looking at 130. That's a lot of points.
I mean, 130 is a lot. Let's get to the next game.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Let's get to the next game. We'll see what a lot of points is in a second.
Yeah. All right, so we on John.
On to my matchup. Well, we all took L's this week, and mine was probably the worst out of everybody's.
Not as hard as I thought.
Yeah. This one got real ugly, man. Early.
His starting running back put up 4. He had Nick Chubb put up 4. Imagine Nick Chubb had Nick Chubb games. 7.
Yeah, it'd have been
crazy, bro.
Thanksgiving, I didn't enjoy watching the games because Renfro's been solid throughout the season, but he went over 100 yards receiving this game. So that took me down a little bit. Then he had somebody else up there.
Everything was just clicking for him.
Everything was clicking, man.
Dawson Knox, I think, played on.
Yeah, Dawson Knox.
I didn't know. I was like, oh, EK got Odell. He probably should have put him in this week. I checked and he had him in there.
50-yarder.
Yeah, bro.
Everything was going EK's way, like everything.
Everything was. Bro.
Yeah, Dawson Knox, and then plugging in Carson Wentz, like that was ridiculous. Like, and you put a bug in his ear for that one.
100%, 100%, bro. On Thanksgiving, bro, when that was going on, I was like, texted him and was like, dog, you gotta throw a quarterback in there. I mean, like, dog, come on, bro. You're ahead of me. You're ahead of me.
I feel
he's your competitor, man. You got to do it.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, I mean, but like,
I was the one that text Real, throw a quarterback.
I know. I'm not. But would EK would he have picked up Carson Wentz? I don't know.
I didn't tell him to pick up Carson Wentz.
Oh, you did?
I told him to put in a quarterback. I'll show you the text. Like I said, bro, put in a quarterback. You put in Carson Wentz, and I was like,
that was the perfect pickup. Really, I mean,
that was the quarterback.
That was the quarterback to plug in, and he did his thing. But the big player on his team, that the main reason why I lost, even with the numbers that I've had on my, like, look, you can see my numbers. Look, it just all was bad. You know, Dalvin Cook got hurt. Eckler, he was solid. Herbert, it was an all right game. He had 19.
Yeah, solid game.
But Marvin Jones, that was just like you said, like hope to get 6 points type shit.
Right.
And he got 6, but like he ain't do shit. And then Higbee 0.8 at tight end, like that's not gonna get it done. And then when you have somebody
Logan in there on Monday night too. I thought you did. I didn't even look at the score, but I thought you had Logan in there.
And then Leonard Fournette out, like back-to-back weeks. I get the top scoring fantasy player. I don't know. My luck is going down or whatever. Last week I had Jonathan Taylor put 50 up on me, and this week I had Fournette go for 40. You know, you're not gonna win like that, bro. Like, you can't win. It's just when you have one player put up 40 fantasy points, you're not gonna win. It is what it is. So that was the main one. Then plugging in Odell Beckham, that was a big plug-in too. That was huge. And we can discuss Odell later. I mean, he had 10 targets in this game, the same amount of targets as Cooper Kupp had. So
he's involved.
He's involved in EK. Shout out to EK. I know we was going back and forth on the group chat and the group text. But you know, you won. You did your thing. I can't and even though you're the worst team in the league,
go ahead,
I mean, hey, like I said in the text, like, hey, a broke clock is right 2 times a day at least, and it was on point this week. So I got to give him credit for that. I mean, he put the right guys in position to win. So hey, more power to you, bro. Much power to you. 150. Hey, not a lot of people in the league have put up 150 in our league. So hey, I mean, so it was he did his thing. So I'll give him that. But the highlight players for me were the ones that did bad for me. I talked about Marvin Jones. Just you would think against the Atlanta Falcons he would have a good day. He's a number 1 receiver over there. Didn't do what he needed to do.
Plays for the Jags,
but still, he's a number 1 guy. You know, and you feel okay. Agnew gets, or he's out. Okay, I mean, and DJ Chark has been out for a minute. You guys, this is the game where you're supposed to step up, and you ain't do that. You know, you ain't do that. So I'm not gonna put all the blame on him. They played the Falcons. I'm not gonna put all the blame on him because I mean, Trevor Lawrence got to get him out of the way. You know, he only had 4 receptions, so he needs more. He needs more opportunities to be more valuable when it comes to fantasy. So. Not going to put it all on him. As a team as a whole, it's the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're not playing well this year. So, you know, bad teams, I mean, more than likely you're not going to get that fantasy production from a bad team, overall bad team. Sometimes you do. You have those good players that will show up every week, but Jaguars just hasn't been nothing but good. Only person over there probably James Robinson probably. But yeah, man, bad week overall. Hopefully I can bounce back next week. Already locked in for the playoffs, so we'll see what happens. But
you got the star?
No, I don't got to. I mean, but I'm locked in. I'm locked in. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm locked in there. I'm good.
I thought you had it. Like, yeah, you in there for sure.
I'm locked in there. But that wraps up.
They put that on ESPN.
Mm-hmm. Boy, you got the joint
For real.
Yeah.
Oh no. He has to lose, bro.
He does. He does.
How many straight did he win?
10
straight. 10 straight.
That's crazy. He started 0-2.
He started 0-2. He's 10-2.
Damn.
Yeah, he's gonna be a problem.
Fucking run. That's what a run. What if he just wins out and wins the shit?
Nah, don't speak that to existence. Don't do that.
It's gonna be fun watching these fantasy playoffs, man.
Yeah.
No stress. I don't got no stress. I'm just gonna be watching it.
Hey,
don't got stress.
Praying for my downfall over here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Get Tweezy out of here.
Get Tweezy out of here. Get him out. First round exit. Okay, now I can watch in peace.
Tweezy coming through for the game. Hey, bring some brews, nigga. Oh, go ahead, dog.
But yeah, that wraps up the matchups that we had for the week. Let's go ahead and get into our position rankings.
All right, we're gonna take a quick commercial break first.
Before we get into the position rankings, let's take a quick commercial break and get back.
Make sure my vocals right. Make sure the beat right. Welcome to the 5th show.
Time to cuff.
Powered by ItsNation TV.
Oh no!
ItsNation TV.
That's why he tried to get in line. Play, execute, have fun, dub.
I can do a lot more than what I think I can.
Winners. I got game winners, nigga. I got game.
Right on to our position rankings. We're gonna start off with the quarterbacks. Yeah, who we had?
I got the quarterback.
Sean P.
All right, at 15, I got Derek Carr versus Washington. As many of you know, Washington's defense has looked spectacular these last 3 weeks, shutting everything down. Has been nothing out there for quarterback. So got Derek Carr at 15. I don't see any good coming out of Las Vegas for him this weekend. At 14, I got Carson Wentz at Houston. You might say, why I got Carson Wentz so low after what he did last week? I don't know. I'm just he's been too inconsistent for me to rank him any higher than that over those guys that I see up there.
My thought is that this is
the Jonathan Taylor game.
I think this is a JT game.
That too. It's a JT type game. I don't see it from Carson Wentz. I don't know. The inconsistency is just too much right now. Like I don't like the up and down, so I can't rank you like any higher than that. At 13.
I got you.
Supposed to just memorize it, nigga.
At 13, I got Taylor Heineke at Las Vegas. I see big things from my man Heineke. I mean, he's being a great game manager right now. Love to see Washington 3 straight W's. And not on the back of Taylor Heineke, but it's been on the back of the run game and the defense. But he's been serviceable. He's a good plug-and-play type of guy if you need somebody this week. I like Taylor Heineke. 12, like Joe Burrow versus LA Chargers. At 11, Kirk Cousins at Detroit. At 10, Kyler Murray at Chicago. Number 9, Taysom Hill versus Dallas. Got my man Taysom Hill in the top 10 this week, only because of his running ability. I feel like he's going to score 1 or 2 rushing touchdowns this week. And it's Dallas. Number 8, I got Dak Prescott at New Orleans. At number 7, Josh Allen versus New England. And number 6, I got Matthew Stafford versus Jacksonville. Want to touch on Matthew Stafford. If you guys didn't know, the Rams are 0-3 in November. 0-3. They haven't won a game this month. They were 0-3 in November. They didn't win a game after starting 9-1? I mean 8-1, 7-1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they haven't won a game in November. But I think this is a bounce back week for Matthew Stafford and the Rams. I see a big game for Cooper Kupp. Odell Beckham's involved. So I think the Rams will be back this week, and I like Matthew Stafford.
I like him in a blowout.
Number 5, Justin Herbert at Cincinnati. And number 4, Patrick Mahomes versus Denver. Number 3, Jalen Hurts at New York Jets. At number 2, Lamar Jackson at Pittsburgh. At number 1, we got Tom Brady against Atlanta. Also wanted to touch on Kirk Cousins at Detroit. So many people see Detroit on the for Kirk Cousins like he's just about to ball out. But Detroit has been number 5 in points allowed to the quarterback in the last 5 weeks.
You know why though, right?
Why?
Because people just run the ball on them.
No. People haven't been running the ball on them either. They've been solid. Detroit's defense has been solid, bro. Look it up. Look at the last 5 running backs they play. I don't know who it is. But
last time I said something about Detroit defense,
we on the quarterbacks.
Y'all kind of went on me about
all
that.
I'm saying is they've been top 5 in the last 5 weeks against quarterbacks. I've seen that stat. Top 5. They're ranked number 11th against quarterbacks. Detroit has been solid.
They've been running the ball a lot. People been running on
No. They've been solid. You see Kirk Cousins against Detroit, you're like, start him. Yes, I mean, you could throw him in your lineup. It's still Detroit at the end of the day. They don't have a win. But I don't know. Could be tough out there for Kirk Cousins.
It's going to be tough. It's a divisional game.
Yeah.
It's at Detroit. Is it at Detroit?
It doesn't matter.
I don't know where it's at, but
it's going to matter.
Where is it?
It's at Detroit.
It's at Detroit.
It's going to be a tough game. You don't got no.
I'm just saying, I'm not saying don't start Kirk Cousins. He's not going to ball, but that's why I got him at 11 against Detroit. People might say that's too low against Detroit, but they've been solid these past 5 weeks, and I see him keeping it up against Kirk Cousins. You know, Kirk Cousins, he's another inconsistent guy in fantasy football.
Josh Allen. I mean, you got him at 7.
I mean, he's not playing good football. The Bills look bad right now. I mean, he played okay last week. Like,
I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. I thought you had him number 7 because he's playing New England.
That too. Yeah, and the matchup is not great. You know what I mean?
Terrible. Just like we talked about, it's not good. It's not good. He threw how many picks he threw against New Orleans? Like he had a great game.
Yeah,
but he threw 2 picks.
He had a good fantasy day, but like looking at it, watching the game, Josh Allen is not looking like himself. So going against New England, got him at 7 this week. He's not in the top 5 this week.
Respect.
Did you go through all of them?
Yeah, that wraps up the quarterback rankings for this week. I don't got to touch on Tom. He's number 1. I got him at 1. I got Tom at 1.
Yeah, so all right, some love. 1 there, 1 down.
Got him at 1.
I see it, John. I see it, John.
Hey, y'all always talk shit about my rankings every week.
Every week. It has to be there.
That's number 1?
Yeah.
All right, we'll see. All right, we'll see.
There's no way he's not.
Number 25, Tony Pollard at New Orleans. I mean, we've been getting some word that Zeke may be limited in this game. At first, it was if he was going to play or not, but now they're saying he's going to play. But Tony Pollard should get some work at 25. Devontae Freeman going against Pittsburgh. Clyde Edwards-Helaire versus Denver. Damian Harris at Buffalo at 22. Number 21, Myles Gaskins at the Giants. 20, Miles Sanders at the Jets. Melvin Gordon, Javonte, back-to-back, 18, 19. Both been splitting work. We and Sean talked about them before. I feel like it's going to be an even split.
One player got to get hurt for somebody to take over that job.
But they're going against the Jets, so I think they both are going to have solid games this week. Let's get it back up there, Mac, real quick. Yeah, my memory. I'm with Sean too. I remember, you know what I'm saying.
25.
All right, James Robinson at 17 going against the Rams. Josh Jacobs versus Washington. Zeke Elliott at New Orleans, touched on him. I still got him at my top 15. I still think he's going to do enough to be a top 15 running back going into this week. David Montgomery versus Arizona. Antonio Gibson at 13. And I wanted to touch on Antonio Gibson, man. This past week on Monday night, man, he rushed the ball 29 times.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been going up. Last week 19, week before that 24. So he's getting the carries. And I've said this a couple weeks ago that Antonio Gibson is going to be a fantasy football championship winner because the matchups
are but on all those 31s, how did y'all feel watching that game? I'm like, throw the ball. Throw the fucking ball.
That's the play call right there. They got to switch it up, though.
3 times in a row. 3rd and 2. Stop. 3rd and 1. Stop. 3rd and 1. Stop.
Yeah.
No, I mean, we won this week. We won this week, but we can't do that. Like, you got to get the 3rd and 1s. Like,
I was looking for like a read option or something, like something different.
All 3 times
Heineke
got
could have
stuck.
ran for it, but
something.
But like I said, Antonio Gibson, I like him moving forward. The playoff matchups for him: Week 15, Philly; Week 16, Dallas; and then Philly again. I like that. I like those matchups there. I feel like he can win you a championship. Like last year, it was David Montgomery that was a guy that won people their leagues. The year before that, it was Kenyon Drake. I think Antonio Gibson is going to be that guy this year. So remember, I said that. All right, but moving forward, James Conner at 12 going against Chicago. Great play, especially with Chase Edmonds out. Saquon against Miami. Like matchup, I think he gets right against Miami. Let's get the top 10 up there. Cordell Patterson versus Tampa Bay. Tough matchup for Cordell, but I think that he's going to get it. He's going to get it done. Going to be a going to be a good one for him. He's been solid for Atlanta. He's been like the only good thing coming out of Atlanta. So Cordell Patterson, I'm playing him with confidence at top 10. Daryl Henderson.
Cordell Patterson.
Daryl Henderson.
That's my guy based off an argument we had on Monday. That's my guy now. I'm rooting for him. I hope he scores like 4 more touchdowns for you, career-wise. I hope he does.
I forgot about
23-27, right? 23-27. I hope he scores 4 more touchdowns this year.
My man's career was cut short.
But on from Cordell. Let's all right. Daryl Henderson against Jacksonville, like the matchup. Alvin Kamara versus Dallas. If he returns, still not sure if he's gonna play. But if he does, I like him versus Dallas tomorrow night. Leonard Fournette. This is going to be another big game for Leonard Fournette for me. I feel like he's not going to do what he did last week, but it's going to be a night. They're going to run the football.
Yeah, they're going to continue to feed Leonard Fournette for sure.
They're going to continue to feed him. So a good game for him. Next one, Elijah Mitchell going against Seattle. And this is a guy I want to touch on Elijah too. He's taken over the backfield. Usually with San Francisco's backfield, you see a running back by committee, but he's been the guy the past couple of weeks, man. He's been getting 20+ carries for the past, I want to say, since he's come back from his injury. So he's the guy over there. I'm starting him with confidence. He could potentially be a top 5 running back this week. So make sure you guys, if you got him, you're going to plug him in. I mean, he's right on the cusp of top 5. Alexander Madison, we know with Dalvin Cook being injured, he's gonna get the work. 20+. I mean, last time they played Detroit, he had like 24 rushes for I think he went over 100. Let me bring that up real quick. For y'all. My bad, y'all. Should have been more prepared. Madison. Last time he played Detroit, 25 carries, 113 rushing yards, 22.8 half PPR fantasy points. I think that he does that again.
That's why they're shutting down wideouts.
That's why I think he does it again.
It was like in week 4.
You don't have to throw. So
what week was that?
That was week 5.
Oh, exactly.
That was week 5. But
Detroit,
he's going to get the work.
They made a change.
And I feel like if Dalvin Cook played this game, I don't think Dalvin Cook would have gotten 25. I don't know if he would have got 25, but with Dalvin not being there, it's just so much work for Madison in this game. So I like that.
No.
Oh, a comment? Oh, hold on. That's Steve O'Connell.
No. Here's the thing. Don't. He's a clown. Because the reason why he's a clown is because I told him to start Pollard last week and it worked out.
Why you don't want to hear from us, Kylie? Whatever.
Just let's answer.
Let's move on. Let's move on. All right, yeah. All right. Naji Harris at number 4 versus Baltimore had a bad week, but I think he bounces back. Baltimore hasn't been great against the run. So I see him having a good game. Austin Eckler against Cincy. Because y'all in a
start Schultz, nigga. Throw him in there. Throw him in there with confidence.
Kylie.
3 tugs coming your way.
Kylie, you gonna make it?
0.5.
Kylie, you gonna make the playoffs? Nah.
It's all good. Let's move on.
All right, but get the list back up there. Austin Eckler at number 3. Joe Mixon's been playing great. So I had to put him at the top 2 this week, man. He's just been playing great, been getting the carries. And I think he keeps it going this week. Los Angeles Chargers, they are one of the worst rush pass defenses against the run. So this is a great matchup for Joe Mixon to continue to keep doing what he's doing. So I like him at number 2. And Tweez.
Taylor plays.
He plays Houston.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's
Joe. I talk about Joe Mixon.
No, but
we're saying Jonathan Taylor versus.
Okay. But yeah, Jonathan Taylor versus Houston. At Houston. Great matchup for him. Tweez, he's number one once again. So
it should be. I mean, but look, here's the thing that's not translating to wins, so it really doesn't matter at this point. So like, I mean, no, it's true. It's not translating to wins. I mean, it's great to have number one quarterback, number one running back. The matchups are there, but as we can see, last week, last week I was like, 1-1. Oh, this is great. But still, I lost. I got dogged. Like, I mean,
Tom been on the little downward spiral. They've been running the ball more. That's what it is.
It's like he's been chilling. Like,
you
need to be MVPing it out. Like, you need to be, I want to win MVP at 40.
They getting Leonard Fournette involved right now.
Yeah, bro. Every time Leonard Fournette got the ball.
Let me see. What's Steven's question again?
Who you start? Pollard, Schultz, or Kendrick
Sean,
Bourne?
who am I going with this week? Even though fuck fantasy. Pollard, Kendrick Bourne, or Dalton Schultz?
Who
New England play? Who the Patriots play?
Don't they play Buffalo?
They play Buffalo.
Oh yeah, you can't start Bourne.
Why? Because Tre'Davious White is not on IR for the rest of the year.
It don't matter. Buffalo. You think one player makes your defense number one?
I don't think
he has a part, but he doesn't make them number one. Your defense is number one because everyone is balling.
I mean, that's true. But I mean, their D line is balling.
Dallas plays who?
Dallas plays New Orleans. That's a tough one too. That's a tough
one. God damn it!
That's a tough one.
I say you start the running back.
Yeah, start Pollard. I would go Pollard just because he's the running back. He has potential to. I think he has the most potential to score a touchdown.
He scored on a kickoff return last week.
Out of those three, I think Pollard has the most. Zeke's banged up. They said, but Jerry Jones says Jerry Jones said he's out there. Zeke is getting a hell of a workload. I don't know, man. Go Pollard.
I'm gonna go against the grain.
Tough. That's tough.
I'm gonna go Kendrick Bourne, man. Like we talked about Tre'Davious White being out. I think this is an opportunity, and Mac Jones is starting to build that rapport with him. So I think Kendrick Bourne, he's gonna keep it going, man. Last week, 5 receptions, 61, but he had 2 touchdowns.
Exactly. You think he's gonna keep that touchdown production up? Fuck no.
I think this is gonna be a game where
Pollard.
I think this is gonna be a game where Josh Allen, I think he shows up this game, and Josh Allen's gonna score, and that's gonna force the Patriots to have to score and throw the ball. And this could be where Kendrick Bourne benefits. So I don't see it being
I think the safest play is Pollard for sure.
Yeah, the safest play for sure. Pollard for sure, safest. But
fuck your team, Kylie. Go with your gut. Too close. Hey, let's go to the wide receiver rankings. Hey,
but yeah,
you're too close, Kylie.
Yeah, you're right.
You're too close. I'm in 5th. You're like in 7th.
Hey, start Pollard. Start Pollard. Tony Pollard.
Hey, go with your gut. Expect the worst and hope for the best. I'm not helping you, bro. I'm sorry. Can't do it right now, bro.
Thanks for tuning in, though.
Yeah. I love you, bro. You're my guy, 100%. I look at 25. I got Devontae Smith at the Jets. At 24, I got Hunter Renfrow versus Washington. 23, Darnell Mooney.
Yeah, hurts my
fucking soul to say that, bro. Oh my god. Okay, Darnell Mooney versus Arizona. Mike Williams at Cincinnati. Got Marquise Brown at Pitt at 21. Brandon Cooks versus Indy at 20. Tyler Lockett versus San Fran at 19. Brandon Ayuk at Seattle at 18. Got T. Higgins versus Chargers, 17. Jalen Waddle versus the Giants at 16. 15, I got DK versus San Fran. 14, I like Michael Pittman at Houston. DeAndre Hopkins if he plays. Number 13 at Chicago.
I need him out there this week.
Yeah.
I think he plays
for the other league. I need him out there.
I feel like the league needs him out there, man.
Yeah.
Terry McLaurin at Las Vegas at 12 and Adam Thielen at Detroit at 11. I want to touch on Jalen Waddle, though. Yo, Jalen Waddle, dog. Anybody see the Miami game last week?
Yes. He's a dog.
Did the about Waddle?
Hey, he's a dog. Like, he's a dog.
But when he hit the little, I was like, oh, he's taking up there. And they're dogging the Panthers. So, I mean, at the same time, like, I mean, Jalen Waddle, that underneath, that slant, that quick, he's taking slants to the crib. Like, he's explosive. I'm not going to lie, I didn't know much about him coming out of Alabama. I just only knew in the championship game that people was tweeting that he shouldn't even be out there. He should be getting ready for the draft. And I'm like, yo, who is this guy? All I was hearing about was Devontae, but they told me that he was going to win the Biletnikoff, the Heisman, everything over Devontae before he got hurt. So I mean, now it's actually translated to the league. He
got drafted for him
he
too.
Has that, yeah, he got drafted for him. He played with Tua, I believe, for a year or so. So he already has that Alabama connection. I feel like it's kind of translating to the league. It's not translating like Jamar Chase and Burrow, but it's slowly but surely looking good for him. I like his prospects out there against the Giants. He plays in the slot a lot. Bradbury doesn't really go to the slot a lot. So I feel like he could potentially have a big game if Myles Gaskin and the run game don't get going.
Can I say something about Jalen Waddle real quick?
Yeah.
Waddle, when we talk about even moving forward next year, he's going to be a underrated guy that you can pick up next year that's going to ball the fuck out next year.
Yeah, bro.
Like, I think he's going to ball the fuck out.
Did he have like 20 fantasy points last week? Half PPR. So I know full PPR, he had like at least like 25 or something like that. He had a big game, man.
Nah, Jalen Waddle's a beast.
He had 24.2 half PPR points.
When he gets
and the week before that, he had 16.6.
When he gets good quarterback play from Tua, he explodes. Like he goes off. When the offensive line is blocking, he has time to run his routes. He gets open. He catches the football.
Yeah.
So that's all. That's what it is. It's all about his quarterback play. That's why he's not playing as good as Jamar Chase, because Joe Burrow is just better. That offensive scheme is just better. But he's just as good as Jamar Chase.
Not a knock on Tua, but
he's just as good as Jamar Chase, bro. It's like, nah, I don't know if I can say that, but
I
don't know. But he's he's up there.
It's difficult.
They're both talented.
At number 10, I got CeeDee Lamb at New Orleans. Number 9, I like Deontay Johnson versus Baltimore. 8, I like Mike Evans at Atlanta. I like his teammate at 7, Chris Godwin.
Godwin over Evans?
I like Mike Evans at 8. I like
God over Evans?
Yeah, because I feel like Godwin gets it underneath, and I feel like he also can score a touchdown. Like I feel like Mike Evans, I mean, he gets those deep balls, but I feel like the target hawk, like he gets, like Godwin gets those screens, like like those quick 11 yarders. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you can go either way with that. That's why it's 7 and 8.
Yeah.
All right, number 6, I got Jamar Chase versus Chargers. 5, I like Keenan at Cincy. 4, I like Diggs versus New England. 3, I like Justin Jefferson at Detroit. Number 2, I like Cooper Kupp versus Jacksonville. Number 1, I like Tyreek Hill versus Denver. Only reason why I didn't put Cooper Kupp at 1 is because John has him, and because but nah, it's because I feel like coming out the bye, they had 2 weeks to prepare for Denver. I like Tyreek Hill. I like Tyreek Hill in this game. I'm taking talent here. It's kind of a toss up at 1 and 2, but they both gonna have great weeks. I mean, if Cooper Kupp finishes number 1, I won't be surprised because they're coming off a loss. They're gonna go out there and try to destroy Jacksonville. It might be like 45-10. It might be 45.
You seeing one of those games?
Yeah. I'm seeing like a dog session out there, bro. And they're at home. LA, the fans are mad. Just like you said, they didn't win in a month.
Yeah,
yeah, they got something to come out there.
They haven't won in a month.
Like, fans paying their good money. Like, are we going to the playoffs or not? Like, come on, Odell's going on the road. We need to see him score here. I haven't seen my little Cooper Kupp score. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But I mean, I feel like they get back on track. But I like Tyreek Hill, and I like Tyreek Hill in that Patriots offense versus Denver. They got 2 weeks to prepare, so I like Tyreek Hill as number 1 overall. And also. So no, there's one more guy I want to touch on here. I think it might have been Deontay, but I wasn't too sure. But I like Deontay too. Deontay's been looking good. Deontay's been looking like Big Ben's safety blanket out there, and I feel like they're gonna be trying to air it out against Baltimore too. A lot of people have been going at Marlon Humphrey for some reason lately. I feel like it's a huge mistake, but I feel like people just I don't know what people are doing. He's an all-pro, but I like them too. I don't see Marlon Humphrey like keeping up with Deontay too much because he plays in the slot too. So I feel like a big game from Deontay there because their slot corners are not really that good. But that's the wide receiver rankings, man, for me.
All right, that wraps up the wide receiver rankings. Let's keep it moving with the tight ends, which I got that. So we got the top 15 here. Coming in at 15, Foster Moreau. Moreau versus Washington. Darren Waller looks like he's not going to play this week, and Foster Moreau is a solid play. It was a great waiver pickup if you picked him up in your waivers. Last time he started, he had 6 receptions, 60 yards, and a touch. Solid game for tight end. So Foster Moreau, definitely a guy I would plug in this week. Number 14, Tyler Higbee versus Jacksonville.
I want to talk about that guy.
Yeah.
I see everyone picking him up on the waivers and starting them. I'm like, I don't see it. He's not Darren Waller. Like, Monroe.
At 15.
Fuck no.
I don't see it.
Foster
I don't.
Monroe.
Yes,
Yeah,
I don't see it.
I mean, 15 tight ends.
Oh, he's at 15. He's at 15.
He's at
Okay.
15.
Yeah,
But still,
15.
but no, I just wanted to touch on it because I've been seeing he's been like a top waiver pickup. He's in every. If you had Darren Waller, you're starting that guy. I'm like, why is that your go-to? I just don't. I don't. They think he's about to do a Darren Waller. He's about to get targets like Darren Waller.
Tight ends are slim
Fuck no.
pickings, man.
Yeah, they're slim pickings, but why him?
Because he's starting.
It's a lot of starting tight ends on the free agency.
And
What do you
we
mean?
know Carr is going to target the tight end, man.
Why do you? Because he's Darren Waller now.
He's not Darren Waller.
Okay,
no.
so why is he going to get?
But
why is he going to be
last
heavily
time
targeted?
I mean, 6 targets for a tight end. I mean, that's solid. I mean, he can do some work.
What week was that?
This was against Philly. And I will say Philly is the worst defense versus tight end. So I will go on a limb and say that. Philly is the worst.
I just don't see
So
like I've been hearing
this will
too
be
much
a
about
true
this guy.
test-
Like he's about to
True
just be
test
out
versus
there
Washington.
destroying linebackers and safeties.
Sean about
No,
to cut his water off.
I don't see it. I don't see it.
Damn, all right.
I just don't. Nah, I'm just saying. Not even because 15 is good. I'm not saying. I'm just saying what I've been hearing. I just had to touch on them. Like I just don't see what
Everybody
everyone's
else
like
is saying.
throwing them in the starting lineup so fast. Like pick them up and start them. Like
I feel you.
I haven't heard nothing.
Like
I don't
you
know who
said,
this guy
slim
was.
pickings, bro.
Like
I don't know who you gonna get out there.
But
I mean, I got 3 of those tight ends. So I mean, look at it like that. Like, you know
oh,
what I'm saying? Like,
next year.
you might have
Next
to-
year, I'm setting it. You can only have 2 tight ends on your roster.
Why? Because Twan has
No,
3.
no,
Like,
I'm just
what's
no.
going on? First,
No.
At the number 1 kicker, we're changing the kicking rule.
no.
Like,
We changing.
come on, bro.
Come on, man.
We changing
Look,
the kicker
listen.
rule. You know how many games I would have won last year with Cool?
You would have still had the number 1 kicker.
Mhm.
It
And I
don't
still had the
matter.
number 1
You
kicker.
still would have had the number.
And I would
Okay.
have won more games. If
Well,
we
all
didn't
I'm saying
change
is
the rules.
I play in the league. One of our leagues is
One of your leagues.
you can only have like 3. You can't just
Is that league
stack
better
your
than our
team
league? Is that
with
league
all
better
the
than our
running
league?
backs, all
that
the
league-
backup running back. No, I don't like that.
Is that league better than our league?
I'm not saying. I'm trying to make our league more competitive. That's what you do. You
Bro,
change shit
We
every
already
year.
put a cap on we already put a cap on the roster.
That's good. So every year is going to be something. It's going to be a
One thing I will agree with.
It's going to be shit I see that I feel like can make our league more competitive.
I feel
So
like
that's
the
what I
only-
see.
I feel like what we
You
should do though is what Trev said about the free agency, like the currency on the free agency.
That too.
We
A
need to
lot
put the
of
free
shit
agency
going to
budget on there.
change.
Like you can't just chill and wait for people to use the waiver. You should be able to bid on
Yeah.
the top pick. Like
Yeah.
if you use all your free agent
Like an
dollars on the
auction
number
type
1
joint.
pick on the number 1 waiver.
so you want to have Fab pretty much.
Yes. You should not be able
I
to just
don't know,
chill.
bro.
Oh, use your waiver. Oh, now I'm the guy. Now I get to pick. No. Because he could just select Brandon Ayuk, fucker, and just fuck my shit up. Like I would have put Big Brand. I would put everything on Ayuk right there. He wouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's a difference.
It's
That's the difference between
It's going to be
winning and
some
losing
changes.
weeks.
Just know that it's going to be some changes.
We'll vote on all that. We'll vote on
Yeah.
all that,
That's how.
and we'll see how it goes.
Nah, you say I agree. Trev suggested that. Like I just piggybacking off of that. But I feel like that's when he said that I was like, yo, that's.
But just
real.
know it's not. You're not going to be able to hold
Kylie would be
3,
done
4
with,
tight
like,
ends on your roster.
Kylie would be done like week 4.
that I don't. If you have 3 tight ends, it is what it is.
No, bro. Like what? You can't. You're not going to be allowed to hold 3 tight ends, 5 running backs. No, we're not
I
going to do that.
drafted
If you
drafted
draft
Kelsey,
them,
I drafted Ertz, and I picked up Firemove.
I'm not saying anything is wrong with the moves you made, but I'm just saying you're not going to be able to do that. You're going to be able to have 2 tight ends, like 3 running backs on your bench. You're not going to be able to.
So all these other players is going to be
So
free agents.
what if I have
No.
two? If I have
Where are they
two,
gonna
if I have
be?
two
I'm
tight
going to
ends-
show y'all
if I
how
have
it works.
2 tight ends that are
I'm going to
hurt,
show you.
and I don't want to drop them. I got to drop one of those guys to pick up somebody else.
Yep.
Somebody that I
That's
want.
what I got.
That's
when
fucked
I
up.
pick
don't
up a
like
player
that, bruh.
and they say
I
you
don't
have
like
too
that.
many running backs on your roster, I have to drop a running back. I can't
I don't
keep
like that.
6 running backs.
You really
Like, come
off your
on,
fuck
bro.
fantasy.
No, that's how you make it competitive.
I mean,
you
I
can't
feel you, bro. But
like we want to
come
be
on,
competitive.
son.
We don't want to be in no fucking playground league. Like
It's
we
not
want
a
that shit.
playground
not,
league,
though.
nigga. We
Yeah,
play for big
if we
bread.
made changes that made it not, and now we're making more changes. Is what I'm saying.
We,
Man, that's
we,
true.
we'll vote on it. And we'll
Or
see.
leave the league.
Man, we got it.
Fuck.
hey, look at
Oh,
this
man.
nigga.
He
So-
trying.
Hey,
Commissioner trying. Oh, this
Hey, bro,
he trying to debo the
Hey,
league.
trying
and
to El
shit.
Chapo the fucking league over here. Fuck out of here.
Fuck.
Leave the league. No.
All right, let's move on. What we on?
Bro.
We starting the tight ends.
I don't even
Hail
think I
Hitler
made it.
over here.
I didn't even make it past Monroe. Let's get
I
to
thought
the
this was a
tight ends,
democracy.
man.
Nah,
Shit.
All right. Well, I did say Tyler Higbee. Pat Freiermuth versus Baltimore. Zach Ertz at Chicago.
I like both of those.
Dawson Knox versus New England. Dalton Schultz at 10 going against New Orleans. Mike Gesicki versus New York Giants. Dallas Goedert versus the Jets. Logan Thomas at 7 at Las Vegas. I want to touch on Logan. I mean, he's just coming back off an injury. I like what he's got. I like Logan down the stretch. And I just discussed the Eagles earlier being the worst defense versus tight end, and Logan Thomas in the playoffs, he plays Philly 2 times. So he's definitely can be a championship winner in the playoffs going against the worst defense versus tight ends in Philly twice in the playoffs. So I like Logan Thomas this week, and I like him moving forward as a starter. Kyle Pitts at 6 versus Tampa Bay. Tough matchup, but who else does Atlanta got? They're going to have to go to Kyle Pitts this game. They're going to have to target him heavily. Mark Andrews at Pittsburgh. TJ Hawkinson going up against Minnesota at 4. Rob Gronkowski versus at Atlanta. Last week, he was in 81% of snaps when Tom Brady dropped back to throw the ball. And so we're seeing him get the volume once again. And I think he continues that versus Atlanta. Atlanta has not been a great defense. We all know that.
Last week too.
Hella targets. So Rob Gronkowski is back. And this could be a game where he could see 2 touchdowns this week. I think that's a strong possibility. So if you have Rob Gronkowski and you've been having him on your bench because he's been hurt or whatever, this is the week to definitely plug him in there. He's going to ball out for you. Number 2, George Kittle at Seattle. Great matchup for Kittle. I think he gets right, especially with Debo out. There's going to be more targets that goes his way. And number 1, we all know the guy, Travis Kelsey. Each week he's number 1 going against Denver. Great week for him. Even though Denver has a great defense, he's still going to get to work. He's still going to get
George
the targets.
George Kittle over Kelsey this week. I'd have put George Kittle over Kelsey.
Welcome back, Trav.
We
missed you, man.
George Kittle over Travis Kelsey.
You 3 for 3, but no.
3 for 3, nigga. It's not translating to wins, like I said. It's not. But I ain't had Travis last week. I mean, regardless, I lost by 50. So I mean, it is what it is. Hey, bro, hold on real quick. What the fuck am I drinking, nigga? Hey, bro, what is this, son?
That's liquid crack, man.
Bro, this is son. So I drank this shit when this shit was like cut. When this shit was like cut to the other side. I looked at this nigga like, bro, you should bring this death in here. Like, this is like,
drink with caution, bro.
Like it's good or bad.
It's strong. It's a long way from that motherfucking Truly. But no bull.
All right, let's get to the defenses.
But that wraps up the tight ends. Let's go ahead and get into the defenses, Mac.
All right. At number 15, I got the Chargers defense at Cincy. Number 14, the Giants at Miami. At number 13, the Cowboys at New Orleans. At number 12, the Ravens at Pitt. At number 11, the Patriots at Buffalo. At number 10, I got the 49ers at Seattle. At number 9, I got the Chiefs at Denver. Kind of want to touch on the Chiefs. You know, people see Kansas City and it's like, oh, it's going to be a high-scoring game. But I feel like Kansas City's defense is going to come out. I mean, Bridgewater was shaken up in the last game. I feel like Kansas City's defense is going to be able to get at him, get some turnovers in this game. I feel like it's going to be a shit show for the Broncos. I don't feel like they're going to be able to move the ball. I feel like the Chiefs are just about to run away with it. And this one, number 8, got the Bills defense versus New England. At number 7, the Vikings defense at Detroit. At number 6, the Colts at Houston. At number 5, the Dolphins versus the Giants. The Dolphins, I feel like I could have them at number 1 this week. That's how I feel about the Dolphins.
I like the Dolphins this week, especially with Mike Glennon.
Yeah. The Giants are starting Mike Glennon. Daniel Jones is hurt. So I feel like the Dolphins, I feel like they're going to score a touchdown or 2. They're going to get sacks. They're going to get interceptions. The Dolphins are a top 10 defense in fantasy this year.
Yeah, I fuck with
top 10.
I fuck with that.
Now they're going against a New York Giants going against Mike Glennon.
It got nothing to do with why I'm making these faces.
What are you making the faces for?
The Detroit Lions don't have their best player out there. What did the Vikings are going to do to them?
Vikings defense is not.
Yeah, they're trash, bro.
Against bro. Who do the Lions have out there?
Jamal Williams. Don't do Jamal like that. Like he's just a bum, bro.
Like he's like a
what?
He's like a
He's not a bum.
Wait,
No.
no. Hey, who's bruh?
Jamal Williams is about to eat this week.
Oh, you want to bet?
Bet it.
What's the stats look like? Let's bet some stats real quick. Let's go.
All right. What do you think? Over under what? Yards.
75.
Under. Total?
75.
Total?
Rushing.
No. See, no. You gotta give me total.
85 total.
85 total. You have over 85 total.
Bet. 20 diamonds.
All right, bet.
I'll give you the 10 diamonds.
Bet.
I'll give you the 10 diamonds.
You gotta get the diamonds on the camera, bro. You gotta give it on the camera so people can see to make sure you do it.
Nah. People want to see me do the diamonds.
Hey, nah. But the Dolphins defense this week.
For your bet last week, I'll do the 10.
If you got the Dolphins defense this week, throw them in. Unless you got one of the other guys I got. The Buccaneers at Atlanta. Matt Ryan is a turnover guy, and I see him throwing at least 2 or 3 picks this game against the Buccaneers. I feel like they're going to get at the quarterback. Atlanta's they're not going to be able to run the ball. I feel like this is the game Cordell Patterson acts like Cordell Patterson that we know in the past.
I bet you that Cordell Patterson finishes higher than Jamal Williams. You're not going to bet that?
That's
you said 85 yards?
That's a good bet.
Come on.
That's
85 total?
Bet it.
All right, bet that. Bet it. Same bet. Bet it back.
All right.
Bet. Double that up real quick.
All right.
Ding.
Good bet. That's a good bet.
That's a great bet.
Yeah.
All right, number 3, I got the Rams versus Jacksonville. We all know Trevor Lawrence. I feel like he has a good future, but this year, no. I see turnovers and sacks for him this game. Jacksonville has not been on the move the ball. James Robinson's not going to do nothing either. So I like the Rams at number 3. Number 2, the Cardinals at Chicago. Again, Justin Fields is going to turn the ball over. Who's starting? Andy Dalton or Justin Fields? I think they said Justin Fields is starting, right?
Andy starts, man.
If Justin Fields starts, that's better for
start this game. So no, we need Andy in there, bro. Like,
you starting at A-Rob?
Yeah, 1,000%.
You got You got a lot of biases.
Yeah, but I mean, if he's not, then I'm gonna pick up Sterling Shepard. I'm gonna have to use one on him. But he didn't practice today, so.
I thought you said you done with Sterling Shepard. Was that you?
It was me.
Don't go back. Don't go back on your word, bro.
It was me. But no, I mean, nah, bro. If Andy's in there, week 1, 11 targets for A-Rob.
No, he's definitely better with. I feel like they have a better chance of winning with Justin Fields, but they have a better fantasy days.
Yeah, Andy Dalton.
I agree.
Because Justin Fields can go out there and win games just with his legs. Like he's a playmaker out there.
That's
you know
true.
what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But Andy Dalton's definitely better for your fantasy guys.
He's definitely getting Allen Robinson the ball.
Yeah.
Allen's
for sure.
Like, bro, what are you doing?
All right, coming in at number 1 this week, I like the Eagles defense at the New York Jets. The Eagles defense these last 3 weeks, they've been showing that they're solid. Getting to the quarterback, getting turnovers, scoring touchdowns. And now they got the Jets and Zach Wilson.
Yeah, I like that.
About to be a shit show.
Yeah.
I like that, but I don't like it better than the Vikings at Detroit. So you want
you
to one more bet.
One more, okay.
One more bet. You already know.
Eagles.
Yeah,
Vikings finish higher than the Eagles?
Yeah.
Right.
Wait.
Defensively.
Where we at? Where's this game at? Pull it.
It's in New York.
At the Jets.
They both play on the road.
On the road. It's a good bet.
Another 10? Diamond?
10
All right.
diamond. 10
All right.
diamond.
I want them straight too.
I ain't gonna take a break. I'll give
Right.
we can make these bets. We're done.
Yeah.
That's not even football bets.
That wraps up our rankings for the week. Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get into our we're gonna throw out our players of the week, guys. We start with the players of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Player of the week.
Yeah, Sean P, you can lead us off on that.
All right, so my player of the week this week, I'm going with Alexander Madison. I feel like it's going to be a strong showing from him. They're going to get the run game started early and often against Detroit. Like I said before, Detroit's pass defense is looking solid. Like they've been top 5. They've been 5th against quarterbacks in the last 5 weeks, so they've been solid there. So I feel like the Vikings are going to have to get the run game started, and Madison's going to be the guy to do it. I see 25 touches for Madison, 110 rushing yards, and I see 4 receptions for
2 touches,
42 receiving yards, and I see 2 touchdowns for Alexander Madison.
I can see it.
I see a big game for him this week. He's my player of the week.
I hope you're right.
So, John, you can go next, John.
But all right, I'll go ahead and I'll go with my player of the week. For me, the player of the week is going to be Mr. Elijah Mitchell going against the Seattle Seahawks. Last week he went for 27 carries for 133 rushing yards and a touchdown, 25.3 half-point PPR fantasy points. And I think he does. He continues to ball out. He didn't play versus Jacksonville due to his injury, but then when he played the Rams, he had 27 carries for 91, no touchdown, but he's getting the work. That's what we want. We talk about opportunities on the show all the time, and he's getting that. I mean, we know in San Francisco's backfield, they always are running back by committee, but I'm not seeing Jeff Wilson out there anymore. Like this is the Elijah Mitchell show, and I think they're going to continue to keep rolling with him. So Seattle hasn't been great defense. We saw Antonio Gibson get 29 carries and go over 100 yards against them, and I feel like Elijah Mitchell, he's in a better run offense. And
no Debo.
Yeah,
no Debo taking those carries.
Well. So I really like Elijah Mitchell this week. He can definitely finish at the top 5 running back. So definitely that's my player of the week, Elijah Mitchell. What you got for us, Tweez?
I was going to say something obvious, but I'm not even about to do it.
So you going bold prediction?
I'll go bold. I'll go bold. My player of the week is going to be. I don't know if I want to do this.
Do it, man. Do it.
He's kind of banged up. He's kind of banged
up. Do it.
It's Odell Beckham Jr.
Okay.
Against
I like it.
Jacksonville.
I like it.
John touched on it earlier. My man had 10 targets. He caught a 54-yarder. He shows that game-breaking potential in his first game of knowing the offense coming off a bye against Green Bay, who's not a bad defense.
Mm-hmm.
And then this week he gets Jacksonville at home in LA. He's about to go crazy. I feel like a lot of people. I mean, I'm on board with saying Cooper Kupp. Yeah, Cooper Kupp's gonna ball, but if Cooper Kupp doesn't ball, Odell's gonna ball.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's what's gonna happen. I like Odell. The team. What I was gonna go with, my player of the week is gonna be Justin Jefferson. 100%. I think Justin Jefferson is going to destroy Detroit. I think he's going to go off. He could potentially finish as the number 1 wide receiver this week. But it would not be surprising to me if people are screaming, Odell is back after this week.
I like it. I like that pick.
I like that.
So
I like that.
That's what I got. My bad. I threw out 2 names. I went overboard, but still, you know.
I like OBJ. I like that.
That's what I'm saying.
I like that take.
All right, good.
That's straight. I fuck with it.
Hopefully that does happen. That'd be a great little bing bang.
Clip me up.
Odell, my man. What's good?
Beat me up, Scotty.
All right, now we touched on the good first, but now let's touch on the bad. Guys, who do we have as being our panic button players? Who is the guys that we're kind of worried about this week?
You can start.
I can start with mine. Yeah. I'll start. I'm gonna go ahead and go DK Metcalf, man.
Yikes.
I'll be panicking if I was his owner. I'm not saying this is because of DK. DK is a freak athlete. So let me start off by saying that. But Russ ain't playing the way he's not the same, man. After that injury with the finger, he's just not looking the same. And they gotta scheme up, they gotta scheme things up better. So I'm gonna put this a lot on the coaching, man, because you gotta scheme DK Metcalf and you gotta give him the targets, man. This past Monday night, 4 targets.
I agree.
4 targets against Arizona. He had 8 targets, but they weren't good targets. I mean, they wasn't catchable balls in that game. I watched a little bit of that game, and DK, he's not getting enough opportunities, man. You got to scheme your best wide receiver in the game. So I'm panicking on him. They're going against San Francisco. San Francisco's a solid defense, man. So I'm a little bit worried, a little bit concerned moving forward. His playoff matchups, the first 2 are a little bit worrisome. They got the Rams first week, and then Chicago. Chicago, he should eat against them, but that Rams defense, I'm not feeling good about that. Even though last time he played the Rams, he did have a big day versus Jalen Ramsey, but 2 times the strike goal, I'm worried. So panic button player for me, DK. Like I said, it's not DK the player. It's just what's going on, how they're not scheming him and not getting him involved enough. So that mean, unfortunately, that messes with his production. So I would, be a little bit worried about him. So that's my panic button player.
I like that. I talked about DK earlier today, and I was telling P, I was like, yo, somebody that's not getting it done. DK is not getting it done. I was watching that Washington game, and the last drive, it was like, it's DK's first catch of the game. I was like, boy, it's a minute and 30 seconds left. So, I mean, I was like, yo, come on, people are depending on you to put up 16 tonight. You put up like roughly 1.5. So, I mean, regardless, I agree with that. That's 100%. I like that. I like that one, bro. I do. 100%. I'll go next. This nigga like he over here researching. So my don't believe the hype player right now going down the stretch is going to be Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford has 6 turnovers in the last 3 games. A lot of people don't know that. Matthew Stafford is QB6. Yeah. People going to give him his props. He's top 10 quarterback, top 7 quarterback. He's doing his thing. But the past 3 weeks, it just have not looked like a Sean McVay ran offense. Hopefully he gets back on track against Jacksonville, but I mean, there's a reason why Detroit was losing games. I mean, you can blame it all on the defense. You can blame it all on the defense. X, Y, and Z, it is what it is. But from what I've been seeing is he's not playing mistake-free football. Like, you're not paying your quarterback that much money to turn the ball over. He's been turning the ball over. It hasn't looked like the first 8 weeks of the year. Just like he said, like they didn't win the whole last month. He turned the ball over 6 times in 3 games. Like, that's not going to get it done. So until I see a change, he's going to be here. I'm gonna say week in and week out. Hopefully, Matthew Stafford, you do turn it around, because I need OBJ to go off this week based off of what I just said. But OBJ went off kind of last week, and you still had 2 turnovers in that game. So hold on to the ball, protect the ball. But right now, he's looking like a low end QB1, high end QB2 to me.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Who's that?
With it.
Matthew Stafford, nigga. You on the show?
You on the show?
Come on, bro. You here?
Now, my panic button player, don't believe the hype on this guy. Well, I'm going to go panic button. My panic button player is Josh Allen in the Buffalo Bills. I don't know. It hasn't been looking too good for those guys. Like, Josh Allen has been struggling these past couple of weeks. It's like, even against when they played Jacksonville, it was tough. Like, they lost to Jacksonville. So if you can lose to Jacksonville, I got to panic on you. Like, you're not the fantasy guy that people drafted. I think he was the number 1 overall quarterback drafted this year.
Yo, Josh?
Josh Allen?
Oh, no.
Pat Mahomes, of course, right?
I mean, but then it was Josh.
So where he got drafted, like, you're panicking right now. You're like, he's doing okay. You know what I mean? But he's not doing where you drafted him at. You have to panic on that. Is he a league winner like he was last year?
He's got a tough string of games coming up.
He's not a league winner like I seen last year. Like, he was a league winner, 30, 35, 40, like crazy games last year. So I'm panicking on Josh Allen. I went big. I'm panicking on Josh Allen.
I mean, he, like I said, he has a tough stretch of games coming up. He has New England, Tampa Bay, Carolina, New England again.
That's Josh. That's Josh's shit.
Yeah.
Hey, let me see. Hold on.
Yeah. I mean, the championship
New England twice.
New
England twice. You think Bill's going for that? No. Like, I don't know what people be thinking about Bill, bro. I got much respect for Bill, bro. Like, come on, bro. You guys' whole team back from COVID. They're 8-4. They got a better record than Tom Brady. He probably somewhere smiling. Cam just got benched. Like, bro, like he let Cam go start the rookie 8-4. Like, you got to look at everything that happened for
much respect to the
Bill Belichick. It's much
Bill
respect
Belichick.
Bill Belichick's the GM. That's the thing. He's the GM.
He's the GM.
He's the GM. He's the GM. He makes the decisions. So he made a decision of cutting Cam and starting Mac Jones. They're 8-4. They're first in the AFC East. They're better than the Bills right now, which is crazy. They're about to play. Are they about to play the Bills?
Yep.
Yeah, they're about to play the Bills, a division game. You're gonna have them up for that game. Yeah. Let's go. I see a top 7 day for Josh Allen. Like, I see a. You said what? Without who? Yeah, they just play. They play team ball.
But they still get.
Like, oh no, the only person I can really name on the pass defense, truly name, is Matt Judon. Like I mean, in
Side
case
Tower?
JC Jackson.
Side Tower still there?
I'm not giving raw stat right now. I can't get that. But JC Jackson and Matt Judon is making the Pro Bowl. Might be all pro. Like that, he's balling. Every time I look up, I see 9. Like, every time I look up, but no, big ups to what Bill Belichick is doing in Foxborough. It's crazy, man. 8-4. You look at that team. I got so many bets that I'm pretty much in debt with everybody who I thought the Pats was going to win 10 games. Like when I was like, they're not winning 10 games. Yeah. I'm like, this is some shit. No, boy, they're 8-4. It's like 4 games left.
Yeah.
You're going to mop them up at home. Oh, anybody want to take any bets? I bet you they beat the Bills.
Nah, I'm not going to bet that. I'm not taking that one.
Nobody trying to take a bet.
Yeah, I'm not taking that one.
Bills. But week 1, y'all like, I think I bet 30 on the bet. But I mean, I feel you. But nah, like they came to play, man. This whole year they look good, man. And you said Josh Allen, right?
I mean, I was looking for somebody.
But bruh,
I couldn't really find a panic button player.
But if you're looking for a panic button in fantasy and fantasy playoffs, they play New England twice, 13 and 16. Mm-hmm. Those are both times where you're going to be playing fantasy football. Like, you're in trouble. That's the number 1 defense, bro. Hey, bro. Shout out to my man BP. I did want to say this before we ended the show. You know what I'm saying? I came in with the white tee on. I was going to thug it out. But hey, look, my man, hey, BP, hey, yo, shout out. That has to be him, 1,000%. Yeah, it's incognito. Hey, look, genius is good in any hood. You already know. I like it. I'm headed my own direction. But I do fuck with it. I appreciate you, fool.
My bad, BP. I don't got it on, man. I didn't match what I came in with. My bad.
Black and white.
I know my.
You know, Jonker only wear black and yellow with them shoes, nigga.
You had
the other.
You had his shoes.
I know, but I mean, no, but he had the white. You had the white and blue. I mean, I could have made it work. I apologize.
I mean, it was kind of perfect for me.
It's my bad. I got you next week. Even they wear something different, I'll rock the joint next week. You know what I mean? Yeah, I gotta make up for that.
Yeah, Chris Samuel's some shit, bro. We're not even about to get into it. I had a huge bet on him. Not a huge bet, but I had a little bet on him. We scratched.
Curtis Samuel's irrelevant. Yeah,
all right,
but yeah, that's gonna wrap up our show. That's gonna wrap up our show. If you have not yet subscribed to ItsNation TV, make sure you do so. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, also hit that notification bell so you can get all the updates when we go live. And our new YouTube channel, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to that. The Fantasy with SJT. All right. And then on IG, if you're not following us on that, make sure you guys follow us on IG, The Fantasy with SJT, same as the YouTube channel. Once again, The Fantasy with SJT. For all your fantasy football questions, make sure you guys can hit questions up in the live stream or also in our DMs, and we'll make sure we get back to y'all and help y'all win y'all championships. So make sure y'all keep looking out for our content. Oh yeah, the ItsNation TV our premium show we do on Thursdays. Make sure you guys get up on that. Make sure you guys click the link in our bio. That we'll show you the details how to sign up for that. So make sure you guys sign up for that as well. All right. But that wraps up the show. Tweez, you want to send us off?
Wear your mask, man.
One love.
Always. Deuces. We see y'all next week.